The story behind the revolutionary man who changed the world of tech. Here's your movie line on Jobs. Hey everyone, I'm Tatiana Carrier. Jobs is the story behind the genius we all know as Apple founder Steve Jobs. The film follows his personal journey from a college dropout to one of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time.
We're both businessmen that operate from our gut. And my gut tells me to give you this opportunity.
We get to know the man behind the gadgets and the people who were by his side during the sometimes rocky road to success.
It's my project. It's mine. And they're taking it away from me?
Ashton Kutcher had the challenging task of playing the real-life pop culture icon who passed away just 2 years ago. One of his strategies for getting Jobs right? Surprisingly, it was studying his director, Joshua Michael Stern.
When I met Josh, I was like, God, you're more like Steve Jobs than I am. And I kind of looked at and to him a lot just to get into that care of the detail.
Jobs is only Stern's third directorial project, and here he talks about the magic of being able to film in Steve's real-life childhood home.
You go to any famous historical figure's house and you always go into their house and it's always small. There's nothing spectacular about any home that once birthed a famous person, but you can feel and see what they saw every day.
Wow.
Funny to think that Jobs grew up in a time when using things like internet and GPS wasn't the norm. But Dermot Mulroney, who plays money guy Mike Markula, brings attention to just how different things were in the 70s.
How would you find somebody's house in 1977? You can't look it up on your GPS, right? So have a Filofax type of book, remember those? And a map, because you'd have to be looking at a map to. So that was just my little tip of my hat to how things used to go.
Mulroney's acting gets rave reviews from the director, but here Kutcher reveals the real scene stealer of the film.
Dermot's hair is phenomenal in this movie. I give him a very hard time about his hair because his hair is actually built for the late 1970s and early 1980s.
Of course, you can't tell the story of Steve Jobs without the Woz. Funny guy Josh Gad buckles down to play Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak.
Excuse me, just please don't stop and go over there. Just out of the way over there.
But it's his relationship with Jobs that is front and center in the film.
The exploration of this character is about how he and Steve Jobs kind of helped each other and informed each other as to what would become this conglomerate.
We can't afford to pay ourselves unless we deliver. And don't worry about Chris, he's just a kid, so he just wants to help.
You're just a kid.
And if you're one of those people who doubted Kutcher's ability to play such an important figure of our time, Gad has a message for you.
People think they know Ashton Kutcher. Nobody really knows what he is capable of until I think they see his performance in this movie, because he has so transformed into Steve Jobs that it's actually quite frightening.
There's your movie line on Jobs. Go or no? What's your review? Hit us up in that comment section below. Also subscribe to Movieline for more cast interviews from this year's biggest films. And click right here to get an inside look at another real-life story hitting the big screen, Lee Daniels, The Butler. I'm Tatiana Carrier. Thanks so much for watching.